The asshole for sleeping with my sister's husband. So that equals to sleep with him? Damn, this shit is long. Okay. Today's video, I'm going to be reading Am I the Asshole? Now, if you don't know what these are, people write their stories asking whether they are the asshole in the situation. And then me, I will be judging if you are the asshole. I'm just going to be reading some stories, so let's go. Okay, the first one says, Am I the asshole for sleeping with my sister's husband? Well, yes. Oh, yes. I feel like in under circumstance, why would you sleep with your sister's husband? That's just not okay. I, 29 female, find myself in a complicated and difficult situation that has strained my relationship with my sister, 31 female. I recently slept with her husband. That's not funny. Wait. And now she refuses to speak to me. I wonder why. However, I generally believe that I'm not solely to blame for the fallout, and I need an impartial judgment on whether I am the asshole in this scenario. Prior to this incident, I noticed some questionable behavior with my brother-in-law, 33 males, towards me. Feeling concerned about my sister's well-being, I decided to address the issue with her. However, she dismissed my concerns, leaving me unsure of how to proceed. So that equals to sleep with him? What? Okay, let's finish. Damn, this shit is long. Okay. My sister works as a flight attendant and is gone more than she is at home. BIL.
What would you do if when you okay, so he said yes would go?
What is that? It means brother-in-law. So, my brother-in-law recently lost his job and was feeling depressed. During one of her frequent absences from home, she asked me to keep her husband company. She trusted me and didn't believe the warnings that I gave her before about this behavior towards me, but I saw this as an opportunity to support their marriage and help them rebuild their connection. Right. Unfortunately, as we spent more time together, our bond deepened and we eventually crossed the line that should have never been crossed. Okay? We both have been drinking, and he was complaining to me about the troubles in their marriage and how he has been for a while. He was crying, and I decided to comfort him. One thing led to another, and we did the unthinkable. I woke up realizing the nature of what I just did, and I immediately realized the nature of what just happened. We both were intoxicated, and we still ended up falling asleep. I awoke to my sister screaming, hitting the both of us, screaming, "How could you do this to me? We're sisters, I trusted you." She wouldn't even give me a chance to explain and kicked me out of the house. Bruh. Now my sister refuses to speak to me. She has filed for a divorce. Our parents are siding with her, saying I violated every family moral. However, I believe that there are multiple factors at play here. I am not the only one responsible for the breakdown of their marriage. While I acknowledge my mistake, I also question why my sister failed to address issues in her relationship and why she left her husband in my care without setting her clear boundaries. I do feel a sense of guilt and remorse for my actions, but I also recognize that my sister and her husband had their fair share of problems. It's unfair to place all the blame on me where there are underlying issues and existed long before our involvement. That being said, I understand my sister's anger and hurt. I am willing to accept responsibility for my actions and amends, but I also believe that it is crucial for her to acknowledge her role in this situation. Rebuilding trust and repairing our relationship will require open and honest communication for both parties. In sharing my story, I hope for an unbiased judgment and guidance on how to navigate this difficult situation. Am I the asshole for sleeping with my sister's husband?
You're joking.
Yes. So, let me get this straight. Your brother-in-law was depressed. Your sister asked, "Can you cheer him up while I'm gone?" You said, "Cool." Okay, you're there, talking, having a grand old time. One thing leads to another, and you didn't stop him. I don't care that you were intoxicated. You didn't stop him. You were sober enough to do it, and sober enough to remember. So yes, you are the asshole. So, reading this, it seems like everyone else agrees that she is the asshole for this. Close cased. Next one. It's case closed, not closed cased. Its case is closed, not closed cased. Okay, this one says, Am I the asshole for faking my given birth? That sounds insane. I would say yes, but I don't know. But I'm saying yes now. After I read it, I'll say whether I still think you are the asshole or not. There. I'll keep this short as possible. I, 25 female, am pregnant with the baby due in a couple days. My husband, 25 male, promised that he would be the one to drive me to the hospital and that he will be glued to the phone until birth. He works only 10 minutes from our home, and his boss agreed to let him go when the birth happens. The problem is that my mother-in-law, my husband, and her have an unhealthy, strong bond. And she is overly involved in our relationship, which has caused many issues in the past. She requires his attention every day. She has suggested moving in with us ever since I became pregnant. She also has emergencies whenever we have anniversaries, important occasions like my birthday, etc. The day is approaching. I became increasingly worried that his mother will have an emergency during birth. Will have trouble getting to the hospital or will be forced to be alone during. I voiced my concern, and it's caused fights between me and them. I even suggest asking my best friend to drive me to keep me company, as if I'm scared of giving birth. But it was shot down with how can't you not trust your own husband? I'm not proud of it, but I faked giving birth yesterday. I called my hubby at work.
Oh my God, man. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy.
It started, and he said he'll be right there. After an half an hour, I called him to ask where he was, and he didn't answer. After almost an hour, he called me to say he is at the hospital with his mom because guess what? She's having a medical emergency. Right. Apparently, he called her to tell her I'm giving birth, and she got a heart attack from excitement.
Why the fuck you lying?
Girl. He said he will have to miss my birth and actually asked me to call my friend to drive me instead.
He sirs. He ain't sirs. He ain't sirs.
The mother of your child is giving birth, and you're gonna miss that because your mother's having a heart attack. That's not. Let's say the mother was having a heart attack. But this is the mother of your child. Like, you understand that's your mom, but then that's her girl. Like, she's having your babies, you know, like there has to be a balance. I was very angry and heartbroken, so I told him I wasn't actually giving birth and that it was a test to show me how he would actually behave versus what he said he would do, and I proved it. He would always care for his mother more than for his own wife who's carrying his child. He was very angry and he blamed me for his mother's heart attack in the moment. Right, heart attack. I feel very justified, but now that we've talked, I feel guilty. He said he feels manipulated and gaslighted.
Huh?
That just because his mother lied about them, she doesn't mean I should lie to him. But it's okay for your mother to lie about a heart attack. Okay. He said that the marriage is built on trust, so I have to trust him instead of lying to him to prove a point. He even said that he didn't choose his mother over me, but chose a bigger emergency. And that he knew I could handle getting to the hospital. But his mother needed him more, and that a heart attack is more serious. I pointed out she lied, but he said he couldn't have known that, and that I was just bad for lying. I feel like I'm going crazy. Am I the asshole? No, you are not the asshole, because his mother lied, and I understand that he didn't know that, but at the end of the day, that is your wife who's giving birth, and you know there's a lot of risk when giving birth, and I understand that a heart attack is a serious thing, but at the that's your wife. Like, I don't think you're the asshole. Anyways, that is the end of this video. I did have a video coming out almost 2 weeks ago. I deleted it. So that's why it wasn't out. So I'm recording this one instead. I don't know when this will be out. Hopefully it's out by Monday. If it's not, then yikes. Hope you enjoy. I don't know when I'll be posting again, but bye. Adios.